Do you want to know how to use snot bricks in your Lego builds like a pro? Welcome to Intuitia, and that is the topic for today's video. When you start building with snot bricks, building sideways and in every which way, the basic proportion to keep in mind is of course 2 modules to every 5 plates. Meaning 5 plates stacked up on top of each other gives you 2 modules across. Also, a brick, a plate and a tile give you 2 modules across for the same reason. When using snot bricks, you generally cover even numbers of modules at a time, whereas when using bracket parts, you cover odd numbers of modules at a time, which is something I will get into more in the next video. Using this basic proportion, you can easily create a smooth cube 2 modules wide, with a tile on the top and an inverted tile on the bottom. Or what do you think about this cube technique right here, using 6 tiles or plates and a few snot bricks with studs on at least 2 adjacent sides? Now let's focus more specifically on bricks with studs not on the top, or snot bricks. There are 2 main kinds of snot bricks. Single snot bricks, which are 3 plates high, and the stud is aligned to the top edge, but not the bottom. There are also these kind of double snot bricks, or double-decker snot bricks, which are 5 plates high, and the stud is aligned to the top edge as well as the bottom edge. I feel that it is important to differentiate the single and double snot bricks because with the double snot bricks you can stack them up on each other indefinitely and all the studs will align and form a module grid. Also, it's only with these snot bricks that you can do this. Put a plate underneath, a tile on the base plate, and a tile on the side, and everything is flush. However, single snot bricks on top of each other leave a half plate gap, meaning they also leave a half plate gap between the modules, which may be perfect if you're trying to create a kind of texture or tiled wall effect, but it's also good to note that there's no way that you can connect a plate vertically on the side. There are other combinations of snot bricks and other modified bricks that do work. As you can see here, there are at least 3 different elements that fit perfectly under these snot bricks. There is also a simple rule you can apply. The general rule is if you start with a single snot brick, which is 3 plates tall, you need to add 2 plates before you add another layer of single snot bricks. The reason is, of course, as we've stated, 5 plates to every 2 modules. In the Jurassic Park T-Rex, you can see how this general rule was applied to create the side build of the T-Rex's body. There are 2 layers of plates between each layer of snot bricks. Also, if you add 1, 2 or 3 bricks between these snot bricks, the studs on the sides will not align with any plates on the side. But if you place 4 bricks between your snot bricks, they will also align, as this gives us 6 modules or 15 plates. Basically, it's all about proportions. And it's not just bricks and plates. You could use panels or windows or other elements. In the Land Rover Classic Defender set, you can see how the windows were built sideways. In the next video, I will cover brackets more exclusively and combining brackets and snot bricks, but there are also a few parts I would like to discuss now, as they're more closely related to snot bricks, at least in my mind. You should be able to see how with each one of these part designs they relate to the general snot bricks. Either the studs are aligned to the top edge or the studs are aligned to the bottom edge, which of course changes how you can use them. Particularly, this new part, the half circle with a stud on the side, was introduced as recently as 2023 and is a very useful design in particular, perfectly complementing other snot bricks, because in this case the stud is aligned to the bottom edge. The original bracket part 3956 has been around since the end of the 70s and also complements other snot bricks quite well. The 4595 and the 4598 special brick element and space seat element have been around since the mid-1980s. In particular, the space seat element has a bit of everything. I hope that this video has taught you something about Snot Bricks, and I hope that these ideas inspire you to push your own creativity and improve your LEGO builds and mocks. This has been Intuitia, and see you in the next one.